search of the 3 missing Montgomery College students continues in Frederick County.
And I got to play with your wand. It was great.
Definitely fun.
Keep going. All right, it's rolling.
All right. Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Footage Foreplay. And today we are with a special guest, Dusty. How you doing, Dusty?
Yo, I'm so good.
Yes, your movie is amazing. Big City Pizza will be playing at the Unnamed Footage Festival Thursday, March 26th. Are you excited? You coming out for this, right?
I am, yeah. I'm super stoked.
Okay, you sound like it.
Myself, if you knew me, it's like this is my most emoting.
Really?
This is me at my most excited. Truly, yeah.
And This is Terrell holding back, by the way.
It is. You'll meet me in person. I might scare him off. Anyways, Dusty, is this your real name, Dusty? Like, you got named Dusty? Is it your real legal name?
My legal name is Dustin.
Okay.
But I've only ever gone by Dusty. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I love it. Well, like I was saying before, we were talking a little about your movie. I love this movie. This movie it got me out of a funk. You know when you be in a bad mood after a long day or shit's happening, and then you put on a movie that just flips everything? That's what your shit did. And it was, I just want to thank you for that. Everyone, round of applause. Russell, you loved this too, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I'm actually kind of shocked because on paper, your film seems like it might be like some R. Crumb or like some American animation that is exploring urban life. And you kind of snuck in a like meandering indie film. And I was like, man, there's a chance Terrell might not fuck with this at all.
Mm-mm.
So I'm excited.
And
we haven't talked about it either. So
Yep. Yeah. Like all the characters were great. I was my commentary, Russell, group chat.
Yeah.
I was telling them, you need like, I don't know, action figures or something. I want all the characters. I want the cook. I want why all the girls got big tits? I just had so many questions. All these tits was huge with little bodies, right? Even the villain with the eyes that were hypnotizing me. Every character had something going for them, and I just loved it. I was like, I want like, I don't know, bookmarks, a T-shirt with all the characters.
Bookmarks?
I couldn't think of anything. He needs to get some merch for all these fucking characters. They're great.
Yeah, please.
All of them. Every character in this movie needs a spotlight because they're so
Hell
good. Yeah, the girl deep throating Bonnie Jr. That was epic. Like, I was living. This movie is amazing. Y'all gotta watch it Thursday, March 26th at the Unnamed Footage Festival. But what merch you got planned for this? You gotta have something.
Oh man, that all sounds awesome. If you know anybody who can help me make that happen, that'd be cool.
You need all that. It's so good. Well, tell us a little bit about you, Dusty. Like, where'd you get your start? How'd you get into, filmmaking and all that good stuff? Yeah, let's learn a little bit.
Yeah, I've been kind of involved in filmmaking my whole life to some degree. I grew up like filming skateboarding.
Oh, nice.
I grew up skateboarding and then got a camera. And then that kind of led to, making like little short films with friends and stuff. I grew up in Oklahoma. I went to school and lived in Oklahoma. My mom lived there. My dad lived in Bogota, Colombia, most of my life. And then about 10 years ago, I moved to LA, got a job as a camera assistant, that's been my career for the last 10 years.
Dude, how was the move to LA?
It was cool. I mean, it was, I came to LA by myself. I didn't really know anybody. I had a cousin. Well, it was like a 5th or 6th cousin from the Canadian side of my family who I knew lived in LA,
Oh, wow.
who like put me up on his couch for like 2 weeks while I found a spot. And yeah, I mean, I just didn't have a lot to lose, so it wasn't as scary because it was like the worst case scenario, is that I go back to Oklahoma, which was in fact the worst case scenario, but it didn't work that way. So, I'd like to think that my feet are pretty planted here now.
Okay.
Hopefully can stay here for the rest of my life.
So did the nightlife scene eat you up? You seem like a partier.
I mean, there was a party. There's a big party chapter of my life that I feel like is now like really very hard over. I like go to bed at like 10 p.m. pretty regularly.
Okay.
Kind of become a homebody, but when I was younger, I was a menace for sure. Which I feel like perhaps is, has something to do with my when I said that this is how much I emote now. I think there's some correlation between that and how much I used to emote back in those days.
So it's like night and day, two different people.
Yeah, I've aged a lot. Yeah.
How old are you? You don't look that old.
I'm 37.
Oh, we all the same age. Oh, me and you the same age. Oh, so cool. Nice.
Grew up with Pisces.
Oh, okay. So your birthday coming up. It's coming up.
I just turned 37. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Nice.
How about you?
August.
Okay, cool.
Nice. So cool. Sorry, off topic. So yeah, so Big City Pizza, how'd that get started?
I mean, there's a lot of ways it got started. I guess I wanted to do a feature. So that's part of it. I've been animating for a long time, and I kind of just realized that the accumulation of all of these like short projects or unfinished projects or whatever, could have been like 3 features by this point. Mm-hmm. And I love feature films, versus like shorts or television. Like, I like to watch real movies. So that was part of it. And then it kind of started as a video game movie. I mean, it still kind of is in a lot of ways like a video game movie, but it procedurally, there was a part of it where it's like, if I can, I started seeing some people doing art, like retro PS2 stuff. Yeah. And part of the reason that was inspiring is because like everything I do is on my laptop. Mm-hmm. So like rendering these things and just like finding a way to make these cartoons like not make my computer explode is really hard. So I was like, if I did this like really lo-fi thing, then I'd be able to kind of barrel through this a lot quicker and like be able to actually render a movie out. But then about, quickly after I started getting into it and kind of playing with it, it naturally evolved into something else, what it is now.
So Dusty, I have to ask, you move out to LA and you start working as a camera tech?
Camera assistant, yeah.
Assistant, yeah. How were you doing animation in the background? And with animation, what are we talking? Were you like working with like Blender or?
Yeah, this was all made in Blender. So yeah, animation, I kind of started animating when I got to LA. So like I was mostly doing camera work and trying to like make movies and stuff with like, I had like a DSLR camera at one point and stuff like that. And then, when I moved to LA, it was like starting over. So like I had been making movies and stuff with my friends back home, but like I didn't know anybody. So it was like, okay, well, I already kind of knew After Effects and stuff like that. It's like, well, I'll just start kind of working in this other medium for now until I like get to know more people or figure out whatever this life is going to look like in LA. And then the more I started like figuring it out, the more I was like, oh, actually, like, I think this is all I want to do now.
So I have to ask, how did you figure it out? Because I don't know how familiar you are with the Unnamed Footage Festival, but we do an in-person fest, which you'll be at this weekend.
Yes.
Next weekend. And then in October, we do a virtual fest, which is kind of like a live stream. And on the virtual fest, we have kind of like the way we think about that is like, it's like pirate cable. So it's like a TV channel, not a live stream. And we have our own like TV crew or like hosts that appear on it, and they're all animated. But when we added Terrell's character in, with his show, he plays Little Ray Ray.
He's awesome.
He had the show Outrageous, which is kind of like making fun of clip shows, like Talk Soup or what's Rob Deerdick's big ass
ridiculousness.
Yeah.
It's very much like that.
And I wanted to do like, I had this vision to do a like 3D dumbass intro for that show. And I was like, I have to, dude, I'll learn Blender to do it. And man, that was fucking tough. It was like, if I showed you the intro to this fucking thing, actually I could show you. I'm not going to eat that time up now, but I could. The intro.
I want to see it, yeah.
Dude, okay, I'll show you. Remind me before we end this. And I don't think we've ever shown Outrageous on anything other than the virtual fest.
No,
yeah, we could do that.
It. Yeah.
I'll show you later, but it took me dude, like 2 weeks to get a camera punch. And that was like it. And I at the time was even floating an idea because we had done another show for a character named Uffy that was kind of a play on Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
I love Space Ghost.
Right. And so what we would do is like, we have already been podcasting for like a decade. So it's like, well, what if we made it like an animated character and it was kind of like a game show? So we were doing that. And I had too much momentum. I'm like, let's make a fucking feature. Let's do it in Blender. And then just that little bit, I was like, I don't know if we can do this. So I'm really curious, like, how did you learn? Because you're clearly very competent. You're fucking good at it.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, it started with the donut. I don't know
the fucking YouTube donut.
Yeah, it started with the YouTube donut for sure. And then, if you're familiar with this dude Ian Hubert, he's like a Blender, like in the Blender community, he's like the GOAT. Like he's the dude. He does crazy like. He does like a mix of live action. It's like VFX work where he makes stuff look like Star Wars and stuff like that.
Oh, hell yeah.
But he has these like super practical, they're called like lazy tutorials where it's just like, you're like, do this all the wrong way just to like as quickly as possible get the thing done, which I think was also super helpful for me because that's basically now my whole procedure. Like I could never do this as a career, or like if I did, like if I had people helping me, they'd be like, what? It's just a mess. Like all the project files, like everything is a huge heaping mess. So much so where like, even with this project, like there's a couple things, where I'm like, oh, like maybe I'll go in and like tinker this just a little bit for, like for the festivals or for whatever, even like getting stills to do like now Instagram stuff or whatever. And it's just like, in a couple months time, I'm like, I don't know how to even get to where I'm trying to go with this. It's just a mess.
Dusty, Terrell, so let me try and explain what he just said in a way that you could get. Ooh. You know how when I did a lot of no, hold on. It's just because Terrell doesn't use these programs.
No, I don't.
Anybody listening who doesn't, it's funny because you're almost dealing with like a language. So like Photoshop, right? So Photoshop, you could get a file that's a PSD, and basically all that means is like all the assets that make this one poster. Like maybe up here, like Boney, the skeleton is its own image laid on top of all the others, right? Like so in Photoshop, you could just remove that. And it'd be a layer. Everything's in layers. Like imagine every character is a layer. Well, the thing is, when you enter and start using a program like that, you just think when you have to do a thing, there's a way to do it. But the thing is, there's 84 ways to do it. And there's really like 2 correct ways to do it. So when motherfuckers like Dusty or the guy who does all of our HUD layout and design, Evan, or me, who I used to be the only one doing it for rough. That's why all our shit used to look so rough. When we do it, it looks one way, and then when a professional comes in and looks at your work, it's the most embarrassing fucking
thing. It sounds so confusing. You're speaking a whole other language. You're right. So, Dusty, how long did it take you to go through this Blender or whatever the hell it is to make this movie? How long did it take?
The movie took like between like 1.5 and 2 years. Which what I'll say is that like I'm gonna try to do it again.
We need a sequel, a prequel, a spin-off. We need something.
Well, what I'll say, it's like what I'll say is that like whatever happens next, I have to find like it was a miraculous act that this happened in the way that it did, that I was able to do it in that amount of time, because it was like after the writers' strikes, like Hollywood was all crazy, and like I was trying to like figure out how to land on my feet, and I just like randomly ended up getting this job on this show as a DIT, which like a DIT they do a lot of things, but in this particular instance, my only job was to download the footage that was shot for like this talking head interview show for like months and months and months, Monday through Friday. So I was just in an office next to the stage they were filming on with my laptop for like 12 to 14 hours a day, Monday through Friday. And I just spent like every second working on this movie. And now I don't have that job. So it's like I was just able to get just the most enormous amount of work done as if, this was my actual job. And now I don't know if that'll ever happen again. So I think the hours versus the years is a weird ratio in this particular instance, where it was just like thousands and thousands of hours that all fit into like, it's all I did for this period of my life. Yeah.
So were you rendering it on your laptop?
I started to, and it became impossible. So like it was rendering and my laptop it's like 6 years old. I'm on a MacBook, like God, M1 dude. Max. So it was rendering at like 30 minutes per frame.
Oh.
And at the very beginning, I was like, well, whatever, like I'll work with this. And
how 30 minutes per frame? How could you?
I just like leave it.
He had hours and hours.
Well,
remember, he got thousands of hours.
I mean,
Terrell.
The thing, I can't render it while I'm working on it too. So that's a bummer. So it'd be just going overnight. And like once I started getting closer to the end of the movie, it was like, well, I've animated like 60 minutes and I've rendered like 2. So I have to figure something out.
Damn.
And basically what I found out or figured out that it ended up working is like I put everything onto Dropbox, and then there's this company, I think it's called Paperspace. It is called Paperspace, where you can rent like super powerful computers, and I would remote into those computers, open up my Dropbox, download Blender, which works really well with Blender because I can, it's free. So like, I don't, I think if it were even if I had to do After Effects, it would be super complicated to remote into these other computers.
Is this it?
Yeah.
You found
it? That's it. So
what the fuck? So you sign up.
Yeah, you can just rent like by the hour, like whatever computer you want, and just like it becomes your desktop. Like it's literally like the Google Chrome window where you can see another desktop. And I just started rendering on that. Then I'd take those files, put them back to Dropbox, download them on my Mac. And that's how the movie got rendered. And that was like one of the biggest expenses because like all my friends did the voices for this too. So it was almost like a truly no budget project minus like our labor or whatever until it was like, no, I gotta pay some money to render this because it's the only way it's gonna happen. And did you and this microphone I bought.
Whoa, dude, that's wild.
The poster is this dude Noah Landers. He's a Philly dude. He does like a lot of band like gig posters and stuff like that. I haven't met him personally, but a buddy of mine had him do the poster for his short, and I like really liked what he did. So he kind of interpreted them from the movie in the poster.
All right, is it this Noah?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, you found him.
Oh yeah, duh, right here.
Oh yeah, I was just wondering how the characters came to, like if you created those yourself. But that's cool.
Yeah, in Blender, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like with this particular project, I did and I didn't, like everything kind of started from like base models. Like I didn't build them completely from the ground up. I would just get like, like mannequins almost, and then just kind of, started building on top of those, which is like you had mentioned, and it's fun. It's like the biggest criticism so far that you already mentioned, that like all the women are these big titty characters.
Tits.
Whatever.
I mean,
How is that a critique?
It was funny. I was laughing. I texted him, so look at all the women got big tits. The Medusa character, and they got little tiny heads, and their tits is just huge.
To me, here's the thing. I think there's a history with like American animation, and like especially when it's dealing with like urban life. And you have people like Ralph Bakshi, or you get like dystopian future stuff like that all came out of heavy metal. And a lot of it is like the big city would represent adventure. Like there's sin around every corner. And like it felt, dude, it really, like my favorite movie is probably Wizards. It definitely is. Which is, do you know anything about Ralph Bakshi, Dusty?
No, but I know I haven't seen Wizards. I've seen
Me neither.
I've seen clips of Wizards.
Well, I know what we're going to be doing, dude. We're going to bail on this fucking fest, and I'm going to show you. I just got gifted a laser disc player, and I have it on there, so we're going to do it correctly.
I love that. Hell yeah.
No, but Dusty, I feel like what you kind of tapped into like an American zeitgeist thing where, like whenever, like, so Ralph Bakshi used to be like an anti-Disney guy. And he wanted to draw people the way they looked, but also kind of show like the allure of like the big city and what it looked like hanging out at pool tables and stuff. And you kind of tapped right into that, like the whole urban legend. Like when people have never been a delivery driver for a pizza place, they always imagine this is how every porn starts, right? So it's kind of like you've tapped into that. And I'll tell you, as somebody who my first job ever was working at a pizza place, and then now I'm doing it as like a part-time gig just to pay bills. It is a fucking adventure. And like those I can't tell you how many times, like now we're in a new era where you would have a DoorDash driver or Grubhub or somebody running for you. But back when you had like in location pizza delivery men, dude, I knew of 4 to 5 times where that dude got jumped, and not, sometimes for the pizza, but other times for the bag. Right. Because those bags used to cost so much fucking money. So this all rang true for me.
You loved it because you work in pizza right now. So it's like perfect. Are you always at Round Table?
What were you?
So what did you relate to this movie? No, I didn't realize. I didn't clock that as I was texting y'all. I was like, oh, well, Russell knows about pizza delivery.
I know. I just said that. You were on your damn phone, probably ordering a fucking pizza.
I don't know, damn, it's too damn hot. But, yeah, I don't know. This movie was hilarious. Even with him trying to go deliver a pizza, and you had that fat ass cop trying to run. Like, I don't know what he thought he was about to do. And he was gonna get mad. I think he was mad at himself because his big ass couldn't get up that hill. So he was mad at the pizza delivery driver, for not helping him. I thought that was crazy work. I'm like, I don't know. This movie's great. Y'all gotta watch it.
Let's talk about the characters.
Pig.
So
I love the pig.
Here's the thing. Even if you're building them out of models, there is a, like, to bring it back to our stuff with Uffy, I had all this concept art that I wanted Uffy to look like. Like I was trying to use the design. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say Uffy, by the way? Have you seen the little floppy disk
he doesn't
guy?
know who that is.
He's on the cover with you. He's
there he is.
Oh no!
He's a floppy disk.
Yeah, I've seen him.
So thankfully we have our buddy David Galindo who went to school for this shit and actually knows how to like design a character. Where normally we're doing like patchwork, like we were talking about earlier. And I sent him this concept, and he just sent back a very simple Uffy, and I was kind of like, "What the fuck is this? You didn't use any of my notes." And he's like, "No, I made a good character."
Period.
And
of course did.
He did, and I was just, and when I look at yours, I'm like, dude, these don't look fledgling to me at all. Like they all have like
my favorite, Russ. Pull up the mermaid that got a 6-pack. I was shocked. I was like, how that mermaid? Why she got big tits and a 6-pack? I was like, what is happening? And I saw an answer. She said, oh, well, when you're swimming, it's a nice workout. And I was like, oh, okay, I clock it. She was working her little abs out in that water. Period.
This is Terrell in his head, by the way.
Hell yeah.
What? You is crazy. Anyways, these characters. We'll go back to the pig and the mistress girl. That pig, she liked to shove down his throat. Oh, I just love this movie. This is so good, y'all.
Were you doing all the modeling? Like, did you have any help with that?
No.
dude, congratulations, man. You crushed it.
Yes.
Thank
I
you,
thought for
thank
sure
you.
you were like somebody who had come out of like, I don't know, like out here in the Bay Area, we have like the Art Institute or the Academy of Art. And it looked like you had very honed in skills and design.
I mean, I appreciate it. Like I said, like I don't know, like I don't want to say like I'm terrible at that stuff. Like what I'm working on now, I'm trying to do like from the ground up everything just as an exercise and not use other like pre-existing models and stuff. But like so much of it, it's like it's almost like The Sims, you know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, here's the mannequin, and like it's like the glasses. It's like somebody else made the glasses. I threw them on. You know, it's like a collage art in a lot of ways. And there's definitely stuff that I did model, like, you know, especially like the city and like the more procedural background stuff. But, you know, some of the like really well done, like Pixar looking stuff was just me kind of like mixing and matching some stuff that already exists, or like, you know, reshaping stuff for sure. Like the big head girls, you know, their heads were small, but you know, I'm just stretching them out and stuff like that. You know, starting from the cube in Blender and creating some of the stuff. Like I'm just not there yet as far as like some of the stuff you saw. Like if I didn't pull it from like there's all these, it's like for building video games, you know, there's like a ton of marketplaces and stuff where it's just like, oh, like you want a toaster, like here's a toaster already made and stuff like that. That was all, you know, a lot of that's super helpful for me getting through it all and not having to do that work.
So were you using like free assets, or were you actually buying those?
I tried to do as many free assets as I could. Yeah. There was a couple things that I saw that I can't even, I'm trying to think if I can remember anything super specific. Like even, I guess the base model for the women was like a $30 mannequin thing, but it was like that particular model is like just incredibly intricate and already rigged. And so like, you know, that's like, yeah, I put the hats and the hair and changed all the stuff with them. But, you know, I paid a couple bucks for that.
So they came with like bones in them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rad.
Yeah. Which like doing the rigging and the armature is like one of my least favorite things. And that's the only model that didn't come with an armature, or that did come with an armature, but that's like my least favorite thing to do, is to put the bones in all the characters.
Dude, good on you. I mean, again, I did not get that far and I was already overwhelmed. And then you go on YouTube and you watch people doing like speed modeling and you're just like, okay, yeah, I should just not even try. Like it, dude, it's hard doing the 3D act, like with the Z axis, and then you have to use your mouse and like, oh,
that's also
you don't
like
appreciate that intro I made you.
Well, I didn't know it takes that much time.
Dude, it's fucking insane.
I mean, that's a limitation of the computer too. Like as far as some stuff you can do, like I have to keep the meshes really small. Like some people can do like, they have the tablets and they can like sculpt and do all this stuff. Like I can't do that on my laptop because it'll just crash it. So I need to get, one of these days I'm going to get like a big workhorse computer, and then it's going to be a game changer.
Period.
So you got in there and you were working film. Like, what are you thinking about now as far as career? Like, is this still a hobby, or did this take priority?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing I don't want to do, or like the worst case, or I shouldn't say the worst case, like my plan C would be that, you know, if the film industry collapses, I can get a job as an animator and get paid to do it. Like my plan B would be to keep my job as a camera assistant and try to keep making indies on my own. And then the plan A would be like somehow, somewhere, somebody is like, hey, like I'm going to pay you to just do what you're already doing. But like the plan C to get paid to be an animator, like the thing that would be tragic for me is that then I would just never make my own stuff again. You know, it's like such a tedious and like time consuming thing that I can't imagine like making somebody else's cartoon and then coming home and being like, now I'm going to work on my cartoon.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, I want Big City. We need part 2. We need a sequel. Is that in your works in your head? You got any anything in your mind that you want to do for a second one if you were to do it?
As far as like the pizza movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a couple of thoughts on that. That definitely won't be what's next, but
what's next?
I'm working on a Christmas movie.
Oh, holidays! Oh, cool.
It's not like it's still in perhaps the same kind of world as this, as like not being it's not a Hallmark movie by any means.
Okay, is this like your favorite holiday or something?
I hate Christmas.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so like
okay.
There is a backstory to it, and I'll try to make it quick, which is just that like I did a bunch of Hallmark movies when I started in LA as a camera assistant to help me get into the union. And I just kept making jokes to my writer friends that's like, well, if you wrote me like a Hallmark Christmas movie, I'd just take a year off and animate it and kind of like sell out, like, and just sell that Christmas movie, and then my life would be set for me. And it was really a joke because like I don't like Christmas. I kind of despise Christmas. But then after I finished this one, like I get really depressed when I don't have something to work on, and there's always this gap. No, it's real. Like I feel good for. No, please go ahead. I want to.
No, you talk. You can get it.
No, it's just like, well, that's also part of why, like, with the feature thing, it's like I knew I needed to make a feature because it's like if I do a couple shorts in a year, like I have all these gaps where I feel like kind of terrible while I figure out what I need to do next. Anyway, so like I finished the pizza movie and I'm like, I need to figure something out. And a buddy who's like really like took on the role of Rick Rubin was like, you need to make the Christmas movie. And I'm like, no, that was like a joke. He's like, but you need to figure out how to make the Christmas movie you want to make. Which eventually I think I figured out. It's basically like Cube, the movie Cube.
Yep.
It's like the quickest synopsis, like Santa goes down a chimney and like he's in Cube. Kind of.
Oh, he like, gonna get killed.
No, I mean, well, it's
or maybe not.
It's a work in progress.
He got magical powers and elves and shit. He got Rudolph. Okay. Oh, I want to see that. Okay, and they're all gonna be animated. He gonna be looking crazy. You gonna give him some crazy shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Mrs.
do like
Claus with the big tits. Oh, I can't wait for this. It's gonna be
I'm reeling in the big tits. The big tits was like what you were saying, Russell, about wizards and kind of the zeitgeist of like American animation. Like I haven't really tried to explain this too much, but I thought it was really funny. And part of the reason I think it's really funny is because of living in LA, where like it's not all of LA, but like for instance, you go to like certain restaurants or certain places and there's like this really uncanny like Stepford Wives thing going on where you're like, oh my God, like all of these beautiful people look exactly the same. And I don't know, like that was just what was in my head with no explanation to anybody else. And like, definitely people are like, all right, dude, what's up with this? Like,
I didn't think it was a problem. Are people giving you a problem over the big tits?
It's like not like a angry thing, but it is kind of like a jab. Like, it's like, oh, this is like I think one of the Letterboxd reviews lately was like very boy coded, which isn't inaccurate, but it's also like in my brain, like I kind of want to be like, actually, like there is maybe something like there's slightly more depth to the idea, but it's also like kind of exhausting to argue it because like it's also, yes, it is boy coded. So like, I don't, like
our lead is fucking named Boney.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I just imagine like a young dude delivering pizzas and like, every door is like a new potential adventure behind it. And half of them either have like a hot maiden or like some evil creature.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know. yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this film.
I love this movie. It's 5 stars.
Yeah.
Easily.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear
5. Period.
So, you know, when we started doing our like Space Ghost animation, we have like a little team. I was like, man, we should try and do a feature. And I pitched them a bunch of ideas and I had this one idea that was going to be a POV film. And long story short, I couldn't wrap my head around writing a script in a continual, like, because, you know, there's no cuts in your film. It's like a one take because we're locked in.
Yeah.
And when I was trying to imagine what that looked like, instead of like a script, I drew a map first and I'm like, here's where we're going to go. And then I was like, well, does that mean I'd have to literally animate everything in the purview of the eyes? So like the map is, it's almost like a fog of war. I'm gonna have to create fucking everything. And it immediately, combined with the difficulty of Blender and the scope of what I would need to do, it became daunting. And I eventually, you know, we have Film Fest we're running, we do 2 podcasts. There's a million other things to do. So it kind of slowly started sliding into the back. And then I watched your movie. I'm like, fuck, it can be done. But how do you comprehend all that? Like, did you have that same dilemma when you were thinking, like, how do you pace a movie that has no first, second, third act in a traditional editing sense?
Yeah, I mean, it was an experiment that I kind of set myself up for failure in a way that that might be a little masochistic or insane, as far as like the pacing thing is a huge deal. Like I just kind of went like one step at a time for the character as I built it, with the understanding that it's like, if I mess up or need to go backwards, like there's definitely parts, like it's a super imperfect movie. Like there was parts where like, once I get through it all, I'm like, oh man, like I wish this went faster. I wish I held on this longer. And it's like, well, there's no going back. Like every time I kind of moved the character forward, like I just kind of had to commit to what it was. And for it to be 80 minutes, it's like, yeah, there is definitely a world where like I'm kind of blind in knowing that it's like this thing that I did 40 minutes ago, I don't know if it's going to fit. And like, I also don't know, like I described how messy my project files and stuff are. Like there's also a world where like it collapses in on itself and it doesn't get to be a one take. Like I'll have to like kind of just start over or just like create, like figure out a world in which how to make cuts, which I guess like my plan B was then really leaning into the video game thing and being like, I'm going to put a loading screen in there for a minute or something while the character reboots. If everything becomes a failure. And,
so Dusty, I have to ask, like, I barely comprehend how you even turn this into a movie so everybody knows traditionally you shoot a scene and then you get a bunch of those, and then later on you go and you put them in a computer or however, and you edit them together, and you're just putting them side by side. But with this animation, is it almost like claymation or something where you're constantly like every movement you have to build on? You can't like go back?
Well, you can. I mean, you can go back, but I guess like the way that I just built the project made that a thing that like I knew I wouldn't do. Like if you were like if somebody was like, dude, like I love your movie so much, I want to give you all this money for it, but I need you to go change some stuff, I'd be like, can we just like make a different movie? Like, like it would just be so chaotic to have to do that. And it was just, like I just used as much bandwidth as I could. And like, even with the cars and stuff moving, like all this stuff that is like, it's bigger than, like I have so less control over it than once it's done. And I just kind of kept having to move forward with it. So
God, it's even with the little things we did, like for the first Quiz or Die, they're on a studio set and we wanted lights to kind of come on and off. Like we wanted to give the background some movement, some life. And, like Evan, who's not here today, his computer is from another era, from a decade ago. So everything he did on his timeline, at a certain point, it just would not want to play that back. So we created this process of like, do we like it? Cool. Like, let's export it. It's all crunched together. That's forever now.
Yeah.
So then it's like when you want to go back, you're like, I can't change that.
Exactly. That's exactly my experience with this.
Dude, it's rough. I can't. You know what's crazy is your movie doesn't fucking look like it.
I'm glad. I mean, yeah, there's definitely stuff that I wish I could improve, but with everything said and done, like I feel like I got super lucky in it just not being a total disaster for sure.
Well, even when you first came in and I said it, you know, it's kind of this like very lively animated urban adventure. Yet at the same time, it is kind of like a meandering indie drama. And that's not a insult at all. I mean, it feels kind of like a slice of life movie. And it has to be because of your lack of control over the pacing.
Yeah.
So it kind of feels like real life, like we jump on our vehicle and we're driving around and, you know, we get to a stoplight and you're just kind of dealing with the reality. It's pretty, I completely thought that was all in the script, or I mean, was there a script?
There's like a blueprint, kind of like the beginning and the end was sort of the blueprint. And then each delivery like was sort of spontaneously built after the previous delivery. You know, I knew that because it was going to be a one take thing, that meandering was going to be a part of it. And that was like another thing with like the video game was like the fallback plan is that it's like, if it's really so boring to watch him like move and like take his time to get from point A to point B, like maybe I'll create some weird, like, I don't know, like video game elements, like a text coming up in the bottom of the screen or like whatever. But once it was kind of all said and done, it was like, okay, like I think this is all right how it is. And to not do the video game thing helped it be less kitsch. Like the real video game part aspect that was the plan B, like I had hoped to avoid.
Yeah, the video game thing is also appealing because you're always worried that like visually now when we're dealing with like second screen culture that people just look away. So you kind of want like action, and especially with animation, people always imagine like you can do anything. So it better be visually stunning.
Yeah.
And the video game shit offers like subtext. Like it's almost like with Screen Life movies where you just get to like look around and read their playlist and kind of pull more lore out of stuff that maybe isn't moving the narrative forward, but is just interesting. So, man, I'm so glad you didn't do that. And this is coming from, dude, the festival you're about to go to, we actually have a faux video game theme this year. So it would have worked perfectly. But
no, I think the movie's fine the way it is.
No, it would have worked perfectly, but I think it's more special because you didn't do that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, I thought so too. Like I'm glad that I didn't have to rely on that. Not that I don't think it's cool, because that was kind of the original thing, is thinking about how cool a video game movie could be. But then it was like, okay, like what if it wasn't though? Like what if it was just this weird fucking thing with no explanation? And yeah, I'm super stoked you guys liked it. I'm super stoked anybody likes it. Like it's really cool.
Well, you kind of, you know, the way that it fits into the Unnamed Footage Festival is we have been kind of trying to create a dialogue about like how does Spinal Tap and the Blair Witch Project fit in the same conversation? And it's all about the camera is part of the movie, and the crew and the elements that all brought this thing together are all included in that movie. So then we start getting into like territory where, you know, POV film, the camera is an element of the film, right? So if something happens to our vision, it's happening to the character. So that should be included. And we just don't get a lot of POV movies. And so we're constantly on the lookout. And when we got submitted this, it was like, holy shit, somebody made a movie literally for us. Because, dude, we actually have a subcategory that we almost never get, which is like POV from inanimate objects. So like there's a movie called Nightlife where it's all captured from a flashlight.
Yep.
Or like Moosehead Over the Mantle, where the whole movie's from the POV of a moose head.
Yep.
And like that is totally found footage. Like it fits in the in-world camera world. So I don't know. This is like a treat for us. Like we never get and also animated. That fucking very rarely. I think we've had a stop motion movie before.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Can you think of any other animated thing?
No, not like this. No.
Yeah, it's kind of why we did our animation. It's like, well, let's play around with this format. Like, let's do something. So, dude, we love your movie. I don't know.
I'm so happy, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it in the theater and see, like what the crowd reacts and how they react to it. Because I think it'll be fun. It's gonna be a fun showing. So I'm excited you're coming out.
Yeah,
I'm so ready to be there. Yeah, I'm stoked.
Yeah, and you're coming out with the voice of Boney, right?
That's right. Yeah, he's driving me.
Oh, nice. Oh,
he's
awesome.
driving you.
He is, yeah.
All right.
So, Dusty, did you deliver pizza in your life?
Yeah,
or like...
okay. For like a year, I did a lot of food service stuff. So I worked at a restaurant for a long time. I left that restaurant, delivered pizzas for like a year, came back.
What were you doing at the restaurant? Were you waiting tables or?
Yeah, it was like
Russell did. You got your life, Russ.
Yeah. It was kind of,
crazy.
It was like a multiple hats kind of deal because it was like a small, like,
ain't it always, dude?
Like sandwich shop type of restaurant. So it was like, yeah, I'm doing cashier, but I'm also doing the tables and like cleaning up and opening the store,
Customer
closing
service.
the store. Yeah. But yeah, delivering pizzas it is an adventure. Like it actually feels like every time you get to the store and then leave, it's like a new movie is starting.
So tell us, you got crazy stories from your delivery pizza driving days? Tell us something.
Nothing like that. Yeah, I mean, it's all a lot more exaggerated. Like I had friends who were also delivering pizzas who had, a lot more gnarly stuff. But like, it was pretty basic for me. It was more of like, there was like deliveries that were always like, gave the impression that something bad was going to happen. Like I remember delivering to like a party that was like in the woods and stuff where I'm just like, you're approaching and you're like, is this going to be the time that like my life turns into one of these stories? But it never had, like I got in and out clean.
Well, also you're old enough that I know at Roundtable when I was managing that we had a giant map on the wall. And you would get a phone call and it'd be like, okay, it's over here. And you'd go to the map and be like, it's there. So I got to go. And you just pray. Like, I hope you remember that.
Yeah.
Like, so you were out, like you didn't have a printout or nothing, right?
No, I remember at one point I got a TomTom.
Oh,
that
wow.
like didn't really work very well. And especially in certain areas.
What's a TomTom?
It was like one of the first GPS devices. I don't even know how it worked because it wasn't connected to the internet. But
what a name, TomTom.
It was a little like digital map thing. But yeah, I couldn't do that today. I'm like, technology. There's so many ways in which I know how dumb it's made me. Like
dude, yeah.
If you're like, hey, you need to get to this side of town and get to this address without my phone, I'd never find my way. I'd be lost forever.
Same.
Yeah, Terrell.
That's what a TomTom is.
How much did that cost you at the time?
I think it was like $60, but back then $60 was like that's like a lot. Yeah,
it's a lot.
Yeah.
Now it's like that's easy to blow in a couple seconds.
Now it's a meal.
Yeah,
exactly.
When you order.
Damn, dude. So you never got jumped or nothing? You actually had a clean ride?
Yeah, I never had any trouble with that. And most of my friends, like I don't know anybody that got like fucked up by anybody like that. I know like the place I was at, they didn't let us carry hundreds.
Okay.
And like it might have just been one of those things where like by the time I got in there, like people who are out to try to do that. Like it's like, oh, like we're not going to order a pizza from this place to try to rip this guy off because they don't carry all the cash that they're given.
Oh my God. That's so wild. God, times have changed. Now you don't even pass cash. Everything's like digital now.
Yeah, sometimes you pay online and you just drop it off. Yep.
Yeah. Oh my! For some reason, I thought you had pulled a pizza box out.
No.
What's the cat's name?
You must be hungry.
This is Aurora. Here.
Oh, like
hell
Sleeping
yeah.
Beauty. Is that what you named her after?
Well, actually, she was named. We adopted her when she was 5.
Oh,
so
it's a big old cat.
She came with the name.
Oh, nice, adorable. Look at a little big old cat. How old is that cat?
Dude.
She is 14 now.
Oh,
wow.
jeez. Getting up there.
Yeah.
Oh, Aurora's cute.
She's like, I'm ready to go.
She likes
So
to
that's
walk.
enough.
She likes to walk on my computer screen when I'm or on my keyboard when I'm not paying her enough attention.
She's like, I know how to get on. Yep. She knows you.
All right. Well, Dusty, the next thing you make, you got to get Terrell in there, right?
Oh, yes. Let me be a character. I would
Hell yeah.
Yes, I'm so fun. So yeah, before you go though, do you have any like?
Before we got at least 10 more minutes. Let's prep him.
Okay. Well, the way you ended it, I just want to know if any other sneak peeks or any little stuff that you ran into during filming this, something that you could like give us that you haven't told anyone else yet. I know there's something.
I don't know. You got to narrow that category down.
I don't know. While filming, did you? I don't know. Some fun sneak peeks, something. I don't know, like tidbits. I don't know.
I mean, like
that you haven't said in another interview or brought out, just something fun.
Well, so something interesting. Sean, who's coming with me, who played the voice of Boney, something that was cool because it's POV. Is like his character is the only character that you don't see their mouth moving. Mm-hmm. So I actually had the whole movie rendered before Sean. Like Sean knew nothing about this movie. And so when we did the voice recording, I asked him if he'd be a voice. And then like when I got to his place with the camera and the microphone, I was like, well, you're the lead voice. So this is going to take a while. And, I put a temp voice of his and we like watched the movie for the first time line by line, but like I was recording him as we did it. So a whole bunch of his reactions and stuff are like his authentic reactions to what's going on. Like one of my like very most favorites is during the skeleton blowjob scene, he has like this like cackle, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And that was like that was him seeing it for the first time, and so that was pretty cool.
Well, since you brought it up, that scene, like, how was that? Did you write that out? Was that in your outline, or did that just kind of happen?
That materialized more and more as it went on. Like I knew I wanted the skeleton blowjob scene, but once like it was like what the skeleton dick looked like was the thing that was that was the evolution. Like once because it's like, oh, maybe it's just a bone or like I don't know, but then once I figured out it could be a character was when I got like really, really excited about it.
Literally.
Yeah. I mean, that's obviously not going to be for everyone, but I think the people it's for, like, that's the one that everyone is most excited about for sure. With the exception of people who are like, that's when they leave. Like that's when they don't want to watch it anymore.
Really? It was very entertaining. I was chuckling.
The thing is though, every time there's some seemingly very lowbrow moment, right? It always seems to subvert that, because what's happening is he's like tripping. Right. And it's like, well, she's a fucking skeleton.
Yeah.
So when she's like even offering, and you're kind of moving that direction. Well, it's kind of, it's like, bitch, he's he's a bones. Like, what are you gonna do?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, how does this work?
So, without spoiling too much, everybody needs to go watch this movie. The way that you portrayed it felt perfect, because it was almost like, I don't know, kind of looking into like male ego, or like just like a fantasy, or even the whole like, there's like a personality going on. And then at the same time, and what probably is making people uncomfortable is it does feel explicit.
Yeah.
Even though it's completely nothing.
Yeah, it's really nothing.
Right.
It's nothing. So it's like you kind of hit this perfect highbrow, lowbrow thing where it's like this uncomfortable, like we feel like we're watching something we shouldn't. It's cartoons, it's very adult, but at the same time, it's like it's not even like it shouldn't even be happening, and we already know he's an unreliable narrator at this moment. So I just think people need to think more about this shit.
Sure, yeah.
It definitely motivated us to put the movie a little bit later. But like, because that, dude, in early conversations, it's like, oh, this can close out a night. And it's like, bullshit, we are not putting that at the end of the night.
Yes,
like it needs to be.
It got to be at a prime location. Everyone can have fun, maybe get a drink and just, enjoy. And it's like, I think it's the perfect spot. So,
well, it could have played anywhere, because it is kind of like a slice of life movie too. So you could put it at like a 1 p.m. and have a coffee and just fucking ride with it. But yeah, I couldn't love your movie more. This year's full of movies that we just had to show. It's why we added another fucking day.
Nice.
Yeah,
so I don't know. We're honored to have you be a part of it, dude. And you got to do more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so stoked to be there. There's a lot of stuff I'm stoked to see. I wish I could be there Wednesday and stay till Sunday, but we're getting we're gonna stack as much as we can.
When are you coming out? Thursday, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
And then when are you guys taking off?
Sometime Saturday.
Okay.
So we'll miss.
We're gonna try and trap you, so be warned.
Cool. I watched Frogman on Tubi the other day, so I could be ready for Frogman too.
The last guest watched that. Frogman Returns. Yeah, stay tuned.
Dude, get ready, because there's going to be a lot of filmmakers out here this year.
Oh, there's a lot. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of networking to do. And, Terrell, you're going to hate me, but I'm not going to let him leave. Hold on, I'm stalling to pull up an episode. I got to show you the Blender thing I did.
Oh, yeah.
And Terrell's voice acting.
Oh,
because, dude, I can't.
He got me drunk to do this. Tell him.
Oh, my God. Terrell is a cartoon character in his own right. With a giant personality, but he is the most fucking shrinking person inside who second guesses everything. So he was terrified because I didn't have. I'm like, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I mean,
we didn't know. He just threw all these clips and just had me react to them. Basically, is what happened. But I didn't know what he wanted from me or what I was supposed to be. It was just a whole lot. So yeah. The drinks had to happen. And then we got this. So this is episode 6. I think every episode has a theme. Here, I'll let it speak for itself. But in the beginning is my fledgling. I don't think I did the donut. Wait, did I? I did the donut, and then I did the gnome video, and then there was a video on build a car. And for anybody that's tried to learn a technical skill through YouTube, it's always, there are a million 101 videos that can kind of get you in the door. But it really starts to break down when you want to do like a big project. And then you're like, okay, well, how do I do this now? And it's like, if you're following somebody who's not doing that next, now you have to take a leap and find somebody else. And if those two projects don't work together, now you got to patch it. And it's like, well, I don't know. Well, now you're on your fucking own. But here we go. Let me show you my fantastic. I'm auditioning for jobs here. Oh
Terrell
God.
can do voice. I'll help you animate.
So what?
Here you go.
I remember this. I can't hear it though. Are we supposed to?
There we go. Turn it down. It's funny. We share a lot of similarities in our approach because I'm trying to. My idea here was to do America's Funniest Home Videos, but have Terrell be kind of wholesome.
Hell yeah. Little Ray Ray.
Yes. Y'all can hear it, Russ?
I can't hear it.
I can't hear it either.
You can't hear it at all?
No, I told you that.
Oh shit! I
whole
thought
thing.
you were saying you couldn't hear because it was so loud.
No, I can't hear it at all.
Here, let me do it again. Dude, so
I thought it was
funny.
just me. That's why I didn't say it again.
No,
Okay.
I shared it wrong. Again, Evan, who's literally on a flight to come out here, he's also one of the filmmakers this year.
Florida
is
man,
also-
right?
Yep. he
Yeah,
is, yep.
Florida man. He's also our IT guy and our show engineer. So earlier when you popped in, I had to jump on the other computer to like jump in as a producer to record the episode. Where normally he handles all this. So
Oh, word.
shit like y'all can't hear it. It's on me. Actually, it's on him. He should be flying over here. He should be designing the show. Here, let's just fucking run it again.
Oh, now I
Okay,
can
there it
hear
is.
Yeah, it's there.
Good, because you have to hear the damn song. But see, maybe that's why Big City Pizza spoke to me, because I love the juxtaposition of like adult terrible moments with like goofy, homogenized, manufactured like TV crap.
All right, bitches, we are back. Cruising. We're gonna be seeing some sideshow clips. Let's get into it. All right, they're playing faster. Oh, his ass is out. Oh, ran him over. Wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, so Terrell was
Maybe he
trashed
was.
here.
He got up kind of swiftly. Play that again. All right, Too Fast, Too Furious. I watched this in the movies. Oh, he drifted. He got Humpty Dumpty, fell off the law, bitch. Out, bro. His ass, that cracked for days. Next.
Oh, his OnlyFans hat.
Bro, you too fat for that. You're too big to be tumbling. I'm confused. Play that again.
So stupid.
Like he stood right in front of it. Like that's the like next. I don't like that one. That was he screamed. He knew. Okay, see, he knew what was about to happen. The other ones pretend like they don't. And he got a little girl in him. Let's play this again. He screamed. Oh, yeah, he was done. He lost his class.
I don't remember
Dude.
that.
I know you don't remember it because what the hell were you drinking?
You poisoned me with something.
But so the idea is that, we're doing like a cable channel and this is one of the shows that would play. And it's kind of like a satire.
I never
of like,
seen that. I remember the one with the stuff going up the bitch's nose and the boy peeing on the couch. I remember that.
yeah. So it's kind of, a satire of that stuff. And the only stuff people, of course, love Terrell and love his reactions to shit. But of the whole 36-hour thing that we did for virtual, that got the only like negative comments where people were like, "Oh, I didn't like the real violence." And shit. It's like, that's kind of the point. It's like we literally have like cartoon Blu-ray commenting on like, people getting violent in the city.
Yeah, people fighting and
Dude, like,
yeah.
So I don't know. Basically, my resume's in the mail. Terrell's too. We're down. Big City Pizza 2, whatever you need. We're in the trenches, dude.
Well, I want to see more outrageous.
I know. I kind of did too. I don't remember that.
Well, fuck. I mean, virtual. If Terrell's down, we're gonna bring it back.
Oh, season 2. Let's do it. Yes.
Yeah, we'll trade shit with you.
I gotta watch
here.
it next time.
Yeah, Dusty, man. Again, thank you for taking the time, hanging out. Thank you for making the movie. I'm really excited. Also, we never even talked just before we wrap this thing up. We got a plug. Can you talk a little bit about Blotto Films?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Blotto. I mean, that's all the other cartoons I've been making, or at least a good chunk of them. Just a bunch of short form stuff. A lot of it's made in Blender. Some of it's like 2D rotoscope stuff. maybe Big City. I need to make a page for Big City Pizza.
You sure do.
Honestly,
I be tagging you. I be forgetting what you're. Yeah. Blotto, yes.
Hell yeah.
Period.
But yeah, that's like, it's just me. Blotto Films is just me. That was the name of my my dearly departed fish from Once Upon a Time. Yeah.
Oh, I like fish. How long?
Yeah.
What kind of fish was it?
It was a telescope-eyed goldfish. It looked a lot like the one in this.
And this thing here.
Yeah, that was kind of like, you know, like
really?
my version of like the MGM lion roaring in a tribute to my old goldfish. So,
okay.
But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I'm so happy you guys like this movie, and I'm so stoked to have an excuse to come to the fest this year.
Bring the energy. We're gonna need some
appreciate you bringing it. Well, I mean,
I can't wait.
Yeah, this is really high energy me right now.
Oh, good. I'm scared to see the other version.
Don't worry, we're gonna hug it out of you, dude.
Hell yeah.
Dusty, man, I love you, dude. I'm excited to see you next weekend.
Likewise, yeah, I can't wait.
All right.
Terrell, you got to sign. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. No, I'm excited. So Thursday, March 26th, around 7:30, this movie's going to be playing at the Balboa Theater. And I'm excited. So, yeah. So this is it for this week's episode of Footage Foreplay. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Love y'all.
Thanks again for coming. You're awesome, by the way. Dusty.
Thanks for having me. This is great.
Yeah, Dusty, dude. I'll bore you when you get out here about my idea for like a feature-length POV animated movie.
Don't bore this man.
But you know what? If it happens, I'll tell you right now. The first thing I thought when I saw Big City Pizza was like, holy shit, I could do it. Like just watching your movie, I'm like, damn it, it's back on the table.
Hell yeah!
Like, and I'm not playing that up or anything. I mean, I'm gonna stop the recording. This is one.
Oh yeah, you're about to say, Rose, you didn't stop it.
Yeah, no, but I mean that. Like, I was just like, fuck, dude, we could do it. God, we didn't even talk about how you made the houses move and everything. Can I just ask you that before we let you go?
Yeah, well, that's a big part of the whole POV thing, right? Is that did you guys see Hardcore Henry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like something that I had read about is that like 50% of the audiences, you know, the small screen was fine, but on the big screen, like half of the people that watched that movie got like extreme nausea and motion sickness, which is, you know, a big deal. It's like VR is like that a lot too. Like, like half the people that use it get sick. And so, you know, when I was talking earlier about the Ian Hubert thing, you know, a big thing for his cheat code on VFX stuff is like still images. It's like, you want to make a building, just take a photo of a building and like slap that on a square. And it looks shitty until you start shaking the camera. And like when you're shaking the camera, it's like all of a sudden it looks real. Like you can't really lock in on it enough to understand how like lo-fi it is. So my approach procedurally, artistically, like I like stuff to move anyway because it's trippy and weird and whatever. But procedurally, it was like, well, I don't want the camera to be shaking all throughout this whole movie because, you know, in the short time that it's going to be on big screens, I don't want people to get sick. So my thing was like, I'm going to keep his head completely still as much as I can and just make everything else wiggle.
Dude, it came out really cool. It's like a really interesting visual. Okay. Fuck, I may have to edit that back in. That's tight.
If you have time, bro. We got the
I know. Dusty, again, dude. I love you, man.
Lots to do.
Dusty, so excited to kick it. Yeah.
Likewise, I'm stoked to get to meet you guys in the IRL and hang out in San Francisco. I wanted to take the train up, but then it ended up being like, well, like that just decreases the amount of time we actually have there. That train ride is so long. So it's like trying to maximize, you know, God, I hope one day that if my plan A works and I can figure out a way to make this real life, then it's like I want to be showing up to all these fests on day one and staying till the last day. Like,
really perfect.
I mean, that's what it's about for sure. So thank you guys for doing the fest. I can't imagine, man. Like, that's like the fact that these things exist is so important. And it's like, yeah, I can't, like, wrapping my head around event organizing is just like, you're doing the Lord's work.
Dude, thank you. It's a thankless job. So whenever people like say that, it's dude. Well, we did it selfishly so we could trick you into coming out here and hanging out with us. So
that works for me.
All right, Dusty, you're free. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Bye,
looking forward to, guys.
All right, bye, brother.
Later.
Thanks for listening to Footage Foreplay. If you enjoy the show, please consider leaving a review, sharing it with a friend, or simply hitting like. These small gestures are a great free way to support this mayhem, and if you find some footage we should be fondling, email us at footageforeplay@gmail.com. Check back every Tuesday and Thursday for new episodes, and remember, don't skip the foreplay.